I am so freaking tired, y'all. I'm exhausted. Hello. Welcome back to the Jovi B show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I haven't did that intro in a while. Hope you all are having a good night. Cicely Tyson has passed away. Rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. We're going to talk about her in a little bit. I got an article because, I like articles. Whatever. I am excited because my super finally came and hung my TV, y'all. Y'all don't even know. I've been trying to get my TV hung for what feels like forever. Since at least summer of last year. So I'm excited. It's hung. I have cleaned my whole, that's why I'm tired. Because after I got off a live, we did a video. I said some shit. I got my TV, the super came, got my TV hung, and then I was just like, oh, let me clean up everything. So I cleaned. Hold up. Nope. I don't know how to work this. Anyway, I cleaned the bathroom, cleaned the kitchen. My dishwasher broke, but it's okay. It broke yesterday and break today. He put in a report, order report. He hanged my Savage sign for me. Shout out to my super. He did ask me out on a date though. He did. And I was hoping to God I could have avoided that. I said no. I said, you're the super. No. But I got my TV hung. I got everything. I had a cabinet that was acting stupid. He fixed the cabinet. He fixed the bathroom, the sign in the bathroom. So I'm good. So let's do this. Let's drop this intro and enjoy kimonos and cocktails. No, I do not have on a kimono because I did not shower yet. I told you I was cleaning my house. Okay. I was cleaning my house. I was cleaning. I did laundry. Okay. That's what happened. I'll see y'all in a minute. So Neuro came in and said, RIP to Queen Tyson. She's an example of living your best life. Absolutely. She has lived until 96. She lived until she was 96 years old. C. Parker, sis, can you jump in the comment in the group chat and let everybody know that I'm live? Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Child, I ain't got a kimono, I ain't got cocktail, I ain't got nothing. I'm trying not to drink anything or too much, at least. No drinking. Maybe on the weekend I might get a little something. But I'm trying to lose weight, and that liquor weight is not what I want. Okay. I'm trying to be Cicely Tyson. I told y'all I was about to get a picture right for this wall right here of Diana Ross. I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to make it Cicely Tyson now. Or maybe I might just get both. Put one here and put one over there on that wall. I know y'all don't know what walls I'm talking about, but I want to. That's another reason why I wanted to hang my TV. I wanted this whole, space that I'm in to exude living your life like it's golden, right? For the inspirational pictures, my furniture, everything is just so pretty and luscious, and place for everything in this place, no nothing all crazy. And I think I'm going to get a picture of her. But you know what? Let's start this out by reading an article I found in the New York Times. Okay. I am not subscribed to them, so hopefully they will let me read this without all the drama. Okay. Hold up. Here we go. Wait. Okay, so let's read this and chit chat. Okay, look at her, live her best life. Like, struggle for what, sir? Anyway, it is in a remarkable career of many decades, she refused to take part that demeaned Black people and won a Tony, Emmy, and an honorary Oscar. She had to win an honorary Oscar because, you know, they don't like giving Black people awards. Cicely Tyson, the stage, screen, and television actress whose vivid portrayal, child, whoever wrote this, thank you. Okay, like, get it together. And, you know, some people just be, anyway. Portrayal of strong African-American women shattered racial stereotypes in a dramatic arts of the 1970s, propelling her to the stardom and fame of an exemplary for civil rights, died today, and she was 96. Her death was announced by her longtime manager, Larry Thompson, who provided no other details. Child, when I saw it on my phone, I'm gonna just tell y'all, when I saw Cicely Tyson, it came up in my, you know, I get a whole bunch of news alerts. I said, please, please. And I opened it and I saw it. I said, fuck. Okay. In a remarkable career of 70 years, bruh. 70 fucking years. Damn. My daughter came out while I was prepping this, and she was like, she doesn't look 96. I was like, that good Black don't crack, child. She still had her mind. She still was doing her best, like, you know, still acting, still doing her thing. Okay, at 96 years old. Okay, don't say it can't be done. Still looking cute. Still ain't coming out here looking like she done fell off a fucking truck. Okay. Miss Tyson broke ground for serious Black actors by refusing to take parts that demean Black people. She urged Black colleagues to do the same and often went without work. She was critical of film and TV programs that cast Black characters as criminals, immoral, and insisted that African Americans, even if poor or downtrodden, should be portrayed with dignity, because we some dignified folks. You know, people. I was about to go all in on other people, but they don't matter at this moment. Her chiseled face and willowy frame, striking even in her 90s, became familiar to millions in more than 100 films, television, and stage roles, including some that had traditionally been given only to white actors. She won 3 Emmys and many awards from civil rights and women's groups, and at 88 became the oldest person to win a Tony for her 2013 Broadway role in a revival of Horton Foote. Okay, we don't need to know. Okay, let's know the role. Okay, I was about to say we don't know, but we do need to know it. The Trip to Bountiful. At 93, she won an honorary Oscar because they suck. And she should have got one in the 70s, but okay. She won an honorary Oscar and was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame in 2018. Thank God she lived to see it. And into the Television Hall of Fame in 2020. Thank God she lived to see it, okay? And also won a Career Achievement Peabody Award in 2020. She deserved it. Child. Despite the gathering force of the civil rights movements in the 1960s, there were few sustainable roles for talented, relatively unknown Black actresses like Miss Tyson. She appeared in Broadway plays, television episodes, and minor movie roles before playing Portia, supporting but noble part in the 1968 film version of Carson McMillan, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. Miss Tyson and Yvonne Jarrell in Sounder. There's a picture of her in the role. I've seen Cicely Tyson in so many movies. I can't tell you the first one. I can't. But in 1972, in a film called Sounder, that film, she found what she was looking for, a leading role with dignity. It was a Rebecca, the wife of a Louisiana sharecropper who is imprisoned in 1933 for stealing food for his children. She rises to the challenges, cleaning houses, tilling fields, sweltering under the sun in a worn dress and braided cornrows, a Black woman. The story and Sounder is part of our history, a testimony to the strength of humankind, a testimony to the strength of humankind, a testimony to the strength, I'm not reading this, to Black women. You're fucking amazing, y'all. Anyway, Ms. Tyson told the New York Times after receiving rave reviews and an Oscar nomination for Best Actress, our whole Black heritage is that of struggle, pride, and dignity. The Black woman has never been shown on a screen this way before. That's fucking beautiful. In 1974, Ms. Tyson stunned a national TV audience with her Emmy Award-winning portrayal of a former slave in a CBS special, The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, adapted from the novel by Ernest Gaines. Born into slavery before the Civil War, Miss Pittman survives for more than a century to see the civil rights movement in the 1960s. At 110, she tells her story, the searing experience of a Black woman in the South. Then in her only gesture of protest, she sips from a white-only drinking fountain. God. To be 96 years old. You know what this woman has lived through? Segregation. We out here. Can you imagine? You know what I was thinking? I know this is all off topic. I think I was watching Sister Soldier, an old video of hers. I think it was on Instagram, and they were like, she was like, you know, basically, if you come for my Black man, you come for me too. And I was just thinking, I was like, damn, this was the 80s, like maybe 80s, early 90s when she said that and she wrote that. How things have changed so much. And y'all know I love Black men, child. But how much things have changed so much that, like, the animosity and the hatred and the bickering and the looking down on Black women and looking down on Black men. Cicely was born in a time where, like, her parents were more than likely slaves. Again, I don't, you know, unless it come up, I don't know. Based on her age, her parents were more than likely slaves, you know. She's been through segregation. She's been through the, you know, she was a child during the forming of the Ku Klux Klan. Like, this shit crazy. How many, you don't even think about these things, but like, even when I was young, just, you know, I'm 40 now, but just like how things change over time. And it doesn't, and it looks like so many things are changing for the better, right? But I don't know if that's true. Let's get back to this. Cicely Tyson transformed that role into the kind of event in which awards are made, but she didn't get an Oscar. He didn't wrote that. I said that. And it's citing her passage from young innocence through cycles of age of maturity to shriveling knowingly antiquely. She absorbed herself completely into Miss Jane, in the process creating a marvelous blend of sly humor, shrewd perception, and innate dignity. Oh my God. Roots. We all know about Roots. Miss Tyson later found other suitable television roles as Kunta Kinte's mother in the miniseries. Okay, we know about Roots. Coretta Scott King in 1978. An NBC miniseries King about Martin Luther King, final years as Harriet Tubman, whose Underground Railroad spirited slaves to freedom. I've seen every one of these damn movies. And it's a Chicago teacher devoted to poor children, and the Marva Collins stories. And she won supported in her portrayal in Oldest Living Confederate Widow Tells All. Like, oh my God, for many Americans, Miss Tyson was the idol of the Black is Beautiful movement. Regal in her African turbans and caftans, her face gracing the cover of Ebony, Essence, and Jet. She was a vegetarian. I need to eat less meat. Okay, a teetotaler, a runner. I don't know what a teetotaler is, but okay, a runner, a mediator, and from 1961 to 1989, the wife of a jazz trumpeter and composer, Miles Davis. Since the 60s, she has inspired Black American women to embrace their own standards of beauty, okay, and live in your that's why she was so graceful. She came from a time where we weren't running around screaming about how fucking independent we were. I posted something on Instagram. No, it wasn't on it. I did post something on Instagram, but we're not being shady boots today because tonight we were shady boots earlier. We're not being shady boots tonight because this is about Cicely Tyson. This is about kimonos and cocktails, even though I have orange soda and still the fucking shirt on. And it's about Black women excellence. Okay. All right. She's our Meryl Streep. Vanessa Williams told Essence in 2013 she was the person you wanted to be like in terms of an actress, in terms of a role she got and how serious she took her craft. She still is. Miss Tyson eventually appeared in 29 films, at least 68 television series, miniseries, and single episodes, and 15 productions on and off Broadway, including Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright, 1962, and To Be Young, Gifted, and Black in 1969. In The Corn is Green, and Emily Williams play set in Wales, Miss Tyson received mixed reviews as Miss Moffat, an English teacher in a coal mining town who awakens the minds of impoverished youngster. Bette Davis and Katharine Hepburn played the part in earlier films and television adaptations. Oh, because they got mad because she was a Black woman who, of course they did. Let me see. Wait. Okay. I don't know if I want to read. Well, you know what? We got time. After 3 decades absence from Broadway, Miss Tyson returned in 2013 in a production of A Trip to Bountiful, playing Carrie Watts, an old woman, also conceived as a white character, okay, who yearns to see her hometown before dying. Her performance won the Tony, Drama Desk, and Outcry's Critic Award. I don't know. Okay, I'm not an actor. It's been 30 years since I stood on stage. I really didn't think it would happen again in my lifetime, and I was pretty comfortable with that. So she did her thing, then went on to live her life, and then came back and lived her life again. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, I'm kind of done. I want to hear what y'all think. I'm kind of done reading it. Unless y'all want me to finish reading it. I'll leave it there in case y'all want me to finish reading it. But I think I'm going to get, like I said, I want to get the Diana Ross picture, but I did see a beautiful one of Cicely Tyson. I want feminine women who inspire in my house. Okay. You see, I have 2 here. I want 2 actual women, not just paintings. Okay. Why y'all talking about no? I forgot what I said. Hey, LaDonna. Hey, Chakra King. How are you? Hey, Zandra. Neuro. C. Parker again. Thank you. He was going to ask for a date. Oh, of course he was going to ask for a date. He put in work today. Now, my super has been gawking at me since the day we moved in here. Since the day I moved in here, and I spazzed out on him because I needed my key to move in because I had movers, right? He's just always, and I said that, I was like, can you just stop smiling at me? Even when he was here, I was like, just stop, chill. You know, he's like, oh, we the same height. In my head, I'm like, that is not a good thing. I just like, nigga, just drill a hole. But yeah, no, I'm not going out with my super child. Make sure y'all hit, hey, Real Entertainment, how are you, sir? Make sure y'all hit that like button for Jovi. Thank you. I do deserve it. I do deserve it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, C. Parker. Hey, Lainey, how are you? Neuro said yes, do both walls. I think I am. I think I'm gonna put one over there of giant pictures, like, you know, like framed, coming in frames or whatever, like giant pictures, one here and one there. So wherever direction I look, I am inspired to talk like this and to be extra ladylike. Jada said, hey everyone, welcome to Kimonos and Jada always got the intro. Welcome to Kimonos and Cocktails. Please make sure to like this video. Also make sure that you show respect to the queen, R.I.P. Cicely Tyson. She deserves your love. You damn right. You damn right. People out here sell a soul for $1. For real. You see these people out here, they will sell a soul, they coochie, they everything for a fucking $1. If you can't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And she stood especially in a time when, you know, they just expected us to be mammy and play whatever stereotypical role or character they think we are, because, you know, it wasn't black people writing this shit, you know, that they think we are instead of who we actually were, like, you know. And she just was like, no. And you can't do nothing but respect that. She said, Neuro says she looks so good and had all of her facilities. Thank God for grace. Exactly. 96. And she was still acting, still doing her thing, or had all her mind. Like, what else can you ask for at that age, you know? Jamal said, oh my goodness, I'm so out of it. I love Miss Tyson. She looked exactly like my granny. Child, I had just bought her book earlier today, and it was talking about how her masterclass was bomb. And so when I got on Facebook like an hour ago, I was like, wait, the internet bet not have, you know, I was like, please no, please no. Oh, damn it. Hey, Jamon, how are you, boo? Hey, Chimini, how are you, sis? She said, everybody's saying, you know, I hope it wasn't COVID. But listen, we can all only hope. You can all only hope to live to see 96, to have such a fulfilling career. Okay, she had a fulfilling career, said, I'm done, went off to be married and live her life and probably had some chilling. They grew, and then she came back and continued her career. Like, we can all only hope to have that beautiful of a life. And to die at 96. It's beautiful. Speaking of television, she is in a TV series that is due to come out this year. That's it. Look. Hello, Angelica. How are you? I'm telling y'all right now, I want Kimberly Ellis to play her in the movie. Thank you, Courtney, for posting. Shout out to everyone. Yeah, shout out to everyone dropping in for Kimonos and Cocktails. I just decided, you know, it was like, we should have a different name for the daytime live than the nighttime live. So this is the daytime live is the Jovi Beauty show, the Jovi B show, whatever. And the nighttime live is Kimonos and Cocktails. But I'm on a semi diet right now because I got to lose 5 pounds before I go to North Carolina on the 12th. So can't be drinking all the time. And I don't like drinking all the time. Anyway, may she rest in peace. Yes, Bree. If you love you some Cicely Tyson, like this video. Why? Because this live was supposed to be about something else, but it was switched to this queen on a tribute. And we all should be liking this. Girl, you tell them. Hey, Jamie. Hey, DW. How are you? Yeah, rest in peace. It's just shocking. But also, She lived such a full life. You can't be mad at that. She had a whole career. Retired, was married, raised a whole family, and then came back and had another whole career. Well, continued and had it even better than before, and stood in what she believed in. Stood in what she believed in, never faltered, never wavered, never said, okay, let me play mammy. She did what she believed in, and she was successful in it. Growing up in a time where you were just supposed to shuck and jive for massa. That's hard. But she did it, and she, we can only hope for that sort of life. I'm sorry, Mimi. Mimi said her father-in-law just passed from COVID. Rest in peace. I hope it wasn't COVID, but you never know. She said we've been robbed from the beginning. I saw that I could not afford the luxuries of just being an actress, so I made a choice to use my career as a platform to address the issues of the race I was born into. Cicely Tyson. Yup. And now we have actors, actresses, celebrities, and shit who literally have to be forced to do so. Oh, how times have changed, and how the more we think we have evolved, the more backwards and dysfunctional in a lot of things we as a people have become. I made a post on Twitter earlier. I think I mentioned it, but I didn't go into it. But I made a post on Twitter earlier saying that a lot of women, a lot of these independent women can't get the masculine man that they want because they are the masculine man that they want. She was so poised, so eloquent, inspirational. I'm getting both the pictures. Hey, Mahogany, how are you, sis? Jada said Jada's quoting, one of the things I have always said about the man-woman relationship is that I don't want nobody to walk ahead of me. And I don't want anybody to walk behind me. I want a man who will walk along beside me. And that's how I feel about equal rights. It's beautiful. Cicely Tyson. Sharon says Cicely Tyson also was the first Black woman to wear her natural hair and cornrows and have it photographed on a magazine cover. Jesus. The things that we take for granted. It's crazy. Jamie said, I'm low energy tonight. Me too. Like I said, I got the TV hung. I helped clean my whole house. I'm tired. But I wasn't going to cancel, especially after I saw that she passed. I wasn't going to cancel. She said, this is crazy. Life is really too short. She lived to 96. She lived a very long and lustrous life. We could only hope to live a life like that. Like for real. Like for real. Like we could only hope. We could only hope. Yeah. The spirit realm. At least she accomplished a lot before she left this earth. Yes, she did. Jada. Whatever good I have accomplished as an actress, I believe came in direct proportion to my efforts to portray Black women who have made positive contribution to my heritage. C. Parker such an inspiration. She was. She is. She's, even though she passed on today, she is. She's a way better place with our, yes, she's a way better place. She lived to see enough. She lived to see a lot. She lived to see enough. And hopefully she probably passed. I don't know if she had children. I would assume in that 30 years she took off, I would assume that she had children. She probably, if she did have children, whatever the situation is, she probably passed surrounded by her children and her grandchildren. And what could be better than that? Than to die in your 90s surrounded by your family with no real regrets, knowing that you've actually made a change in this world. That is phenomenal. That's a phenomenal woman. I'm sorry, hey everyone. It's okay. That is phenomenal. We can only all hope. I thought I saw something. We could only all hope. That's too close to home. One, he's the super. One, he's the super, sir. I don't date. Okay. Anyway. Two, yes. I'm not into, I did it. I attempted to do it once. I dated listen, I don't date people who live in my building or in my neighborhood. Okay. I don't date people who live in my neighborhood, period, especially in my building. What kind of shit is that? And I don't date people that I work with. These are my rules. They are there for a reason. Okay. Shit gets sticky. Okay. Tara said, may the great Cicely Tyson rest in God, eternal peace. Coletta said, all the old people are dropping like flies. That means the new babies that are coming will be the giants of tomorrow. See, that's a beautiful way to think about it. That is a beautiful way to think about it. It is. Mike Lee say, hey, Jovi, you are as beautiful as ever. Rest in peace to hour of the greatest Eve grace us, Miss Cicely Tyson. Children should have a balanced start in life, a mother and a father. I think that the only reason to have children to raise them with love and knowledge it takes to achieve. I kind of believe the same thing. I do. I don't believe. Shit. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school. I believe the same thing. They should have both parents, and you should raise them to be great, to understand, to achieve, not to just raise them to just be because we boinked and accidentally had, No, they should be raised. Y'all know how I am with my child, with entire intent. I believe all children should be raised with intent, especially Black children. Mahogany said her grand passed away this year at 92. You are Jovi. You are right, Jovi, about Miss Tyson's parents. At least her grandparents, like my grandparents, were former slaves. Yeah, it had to be like her parents, her, that's right. Because slavery ain't that fucking old. Her parents, her grandparents, it was, yeah. Like that, do you understand? Do you understand that? The civil rights movement, we here right now fighting to not be murdered by the police. Do you know back in the day, it was legal to rape a Black woman? That's why there was so many mixed kids. But then they didn't call themselves mixed because they didn't want to be, no. It was legal up until like the 60s. Like, do you comprehend this? That they had, I forget her name right now. Y'all know her name. I'm sorry. They kidnapped her from South Africa. And had her on display. Her name is coming to me. It's with a B. Anyway, she was born the same year as my mother. This shit is not so far removed. No, she wasn't born the same year as my mother. This whole shit was happening the same year of my mother. So this is in our parents' lifetime. This is probably in a lot of you ladies' lifetime. Do we, when you really think about this shit, and we doing busted challenges. Well, not me, because I don't do shit like that. But do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Dawn, how are you? Oh my God. Drama didn't oh yeah, drama. I saw it like 2 hours, an hour and a half ago. Please do. Dawn says she had the pleasure of meeting Cicely Tyson 15 years ago on an Amtrak train to New York. Okay, Dawn, the pleasure was all yours, sis. We have long living women in my family, so I expect to be here till I'm in my early hundreds. My great grandkids will call me Mama J. Mama J. I told y'all I expect to live until 100. I expect to live into 100. I just feel like I'm going to. My grandmother told me that I will. So I believe my grandma. Okay. That's another reason why, especially as I get older, I'm trying to just be more healthier. I'm trying to be healthier, not more healthier. You can't say that. I'm trying to be healthier. I need to be like my dad and stop eating red meat and shit and just eat fish and fucking plants. That's what the fuck I need to do. Give me like 5 years, I'm gonna start eating just plants and fish. Tyler Perry gonna send her home lovely. We know he is, but he doesn't need to, because her family will. I was in California when this journalist made a blanket statement about the fact that she didn't think that Black men and women had the kind of loving relationship that Rebecca and Nathan had in Sounders. Black love deserves representation, and we control that both in film and in real life. Yeah. So, that's what I mean when I said earlier, like, just to think about where she came from and everything she's been through, and just the generations, how things have changed. And we're out here right now with of course, not most, not all, but a lot of animosity and hate towards each other. It's so sad. Like, we're playing into the stereotypes that they wanted her to play into about us, when that's not even us. We're so loving of a people. And that's why I feel, that to not just any old body doesn't deserve that, like, we don't have real love. These white people are crazy. But it's perpetuated into this bullshit that, like, these younger people, like, facilitate. Like, oh, all niggas ain't shit. Damn, sis, who, or all niggas, or all girls, all Black women in this and all Black. It's like the damage of it all. Because it's so not natural. It's so not natural. I swear to you, I truly believe it. Anybody who thinks like that, man or woman, Black man or woman, who just, and yes, we know that there are Black men out here who are fucking pookies and ray-rays and act like they ain't got no fucking sense, who went and attacked that girl at the liquor store up in Harlem. They're trash ass Black dudes, of course, but all Black dudes aren't trash, and all Black dudes don't want white women. Just like they're trash ass Black chicks. We know, me and you know a lot of them. We probably related to a couple. We got some as friends. Some of y'all was probably trash back in the day. I ain't talking. I ain't judging. I'm just saying, call a spade. But that doesn't mean that we're all are. And to perpetuate that bullshit is to perpetuate a narrative that is not of us, that was created by TV executives who don't even know Black people. The only Black person they know is they fucking maid or the nanny that they have. Just perpetuating 30 years, no, fuck that, 60 years of stereotypical bullshit they tried to put on us, when it's just really their dysfunction. And we believe this, and we've acted like this shit is so real. I had a girl, one of y'all hit me up and was like, it was a while ago, not a while ago, it's probably like in December. It wasn't a while ago, but, and basically she was like, she acknowledged that, I guess she's, in a lot of those men hating things and whatever, black men hating things. And she was like, I guess she watched some video. Again, I don't know. We do this shit every day. Well, when we're on a good roll, we do this every day. So I hardly remember the video I made 3 days ago. Okay. It's a lot. But she watched some video of mine, and then she was like, she sent me a message, and she was like, I think she sent me an email. I don't even think she put it on the chat. I think she sent me an email or a DM, something private. It was a private message. And she was basically like, I've watched so much. I've listened to, she was like, I really hate black men. She's like, I didn't hate black men before. She's like, when I see them, she says something along the lines of like, when I even see them walking there in the street, I get so angry. She's like, I've been watching these things, YouTubers, anti-black men YouTubers, anti-black women YouTubers. That's why I don't even go down those rabbit holes, because if you keep hearing something, it's like the magma people. They're like the magma people who have kept hearing from everybody that they're suffering, even though they ain't fucking suffering, and they really believe that they fucking suffering. If you really believe and you really listen to these people and they act like, all black men want black women, want white women, want white women, or all black men want black women or white women, or all black men ain't shit, and all black, if you hear this shit every fucking day, you're gonna fucking believe it. And she was like, thank you for your video, because it was just, I guess, I don't know, she was watching those things, and I guess, since we do relationship videos, it must have popped up for her. And she was like, I guess I was the first no drama, no anti-black man video she's seen in a long time, so she wanted to let me know. But I say that to say, that shit is damaging, and that shit is so dangerous. And it's not of us. It's not of us. All of this, not having family, not even thinking of, getting married or bond or committing, or like, that's not of us. That's damage from slave mentality passed down through generations, perpetuated through white-owned media. People who don't even fucking know us, to the point where we really believe this shit. And we go and we purposely go out trying to be, not even looking for a husband in a lot of these cases, looking for a nigga to have a baby with. Not even thinking to attempt to get married to a woman that he wants to have a baby. Niggas out here, asking women to have babies with them without even giving them a fucking ring, or trying to commit and build a fucking healthy black family. Then we wonder why we can't get out of this perpetual state of poverty that black people in general across the world are in. I was going to say is in, but that's not proper English. All right. I tell you, Tyler Perry gonna sell her home. Lovely. Yeah, he is. But I think her family going, did you see Miss Tyson on How to Get Away with Murder? I don't watch How to Get Away with Murder. I will go back and watch the episode, though. Where did I know you from? Cicely Tyson said to her with a straight face and whisper, I don't know. She was always sneaking, using her phone in a quiet car on Amtrak. She was working, doing her thing. My friend asked me who that was. I said, girl, that's Cicely Tyson. She was funny. She offered me a huge avocado on my train. She was sweet. She said, sorry, I took a long nap and shower. Go ahead, girl. I'm about to take a whole long nap. Well, no, I'm about to take a whole good night. Lived a lovely long, that was a lovely long goal. Yeah, if you really think about it, she had a whole career, then raised a family. And then by the time they was big and grown, 20 something, came back and continued her fucking career. What? That is amazing. Do you know how amazing that is? Wow. And to be and to just have been in a position to be able to do that and to follow her dreams. I will lead my people out of bondage. When I said that my role is Harriet Tubman in A Woman Called Moses, I felt like I was also speaking about my people now in the struggle. This woman was speaking knowledge and living by it. If y'all don't go ahead and like this MFN video and show Queen Cicely some love, show Queen Cicely some love, and show Jovi some love by liking this daggone video. You appreciate it. Let me switch out the banners. I told y'all I'm trying to keep the banners going. Like, I'm trying to keep them going. Oh crap, I think I got lost. Hold up. I think I got lost. Okay, here we go. Very few regrets. I would assume very few. I think that's how you live old, to be happy and when you get old. I think, like we spoke about earlier this week, I think the old people, old women, old men, whatever, those regrets really get you. Those regrets really get you. And you don't want them. You don't want them. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I ran from this person and, I've never felt that love again. Or, I should have said yes to this and I didn't because I was scared or whatever the fuck, It's beautiful. I told y'all I have unleashed mahogany. I'm just saying, if you've been here long enough, don't fuck with her. I'm scared of her. This is my channel. As she said, we needed a laugh. She aged gratefully like fine wine. Even in 96, her skin was glowing. Gloweth. I need to put. Yup, I'm put a Diana Ross picture is gonna be black and white. The picture I chose is gonna be black and white. I'm gonna get a whole colored picture of Cicely Tyson for that wall. Child, I got shit hanging everywhere. I'm gonna have shit hanging everywhere, TVs and everything just hanging. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Where you think a lot of them light-skinned black people come from? Where you think they came from? Yeah. Don't believe the bullshit when some people say, "Oh, my grand." When you think when people say, when you hear old people say, my grandfather was white," you thought that was on purpose? You thought that was on purpose? We need to remember the context of the times when people say shit like that. Now they not thinking about Sarah B. Thank y'all. Yes, thank y'all. They now, we don't think like we don't, that we try or I don't know, not to think of it like that. But yeah. Listen, I am not a fan of, y'all know I like looking good. I love my body. I be banging. But I am not the fan of, I'm not the posting pictures with my butt to the camera ass chick. I don't think I have one picture ever with my booty to the camera or doing anything like that. I'm too ladylike for it. I'm gonna just keep it up. I'm not doing it. You couldn't pay me to do a lot of these things some people do. And I get, it's a new generation, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem with all of them, with the females and with the boys. It's just too much. Have some fucking shame. People don't have no shame. And people who don't have no shame, look at them. Just look at them. Sad. Betty White done outlived 4 generations of Hollywood, and Betty White is a white woman. We ain't talking about Betty White now, kitty. But it's true. Yes, she did, JoJo's. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much. Speaking of the Busset challenge, a guy hit me like, yo, you're such a woman and I love it. Me and the fellas had a bet on if you would or wouldn't do the challenge and you haven't. Thanks, queen. Why are you betting on me? I am not here for male entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm me as a woman. I'm not here for mandem entertainment. I'm not here to show my fucking self off to niggas. For the sake of showing myself off to niggas. It's part of the reason why these little motherfuckers ain't got no respect. Because they just expect it. Because there's too many girls out here who don't know that you shouldn't do stupid shit like that. And it makes it bad for every fucking body else. Just like the bullshit ass niggas who out here disrespecting black women and doing dumb shit makes it bad for the black men who don't act like that. Shout out to all of you. After hearing the stories of my family history about how family members were lynched and killed and them living through the riots and racism, I never dreamed that I would see history repeat itself. It ain't never stopped. The riots stopped because for a little bit, people thought that we made it. But them little city jobs that they gave you, you started to realize that it wasn't making it. That little affirmative action they tried to put in, you started to realize that it didn't do anything to help us. It helped white women, and everybody else but us. It is crazy and sad. Hey, second kitty. For almost 2 years. She says she's pescatarian for almost 2 years. I use plant-based to make chili and burgers, no soy. I don't like soy. Soy is unhealthy. I know that, so I don't use soy anymore. Mr. Community turned in from Cincinnati. Thank you, Mr. Community. All the way in Cincinnati. What we tuning into majority of the time shapes our kind, for real. Yeah, what you watch, it shapes your mind. You really be thinking this shit. And I was just like, wow. When she sent that to me, she was like, yo, they make me, I just be so angry. She's like, I see them walking down the street makes me angry. Like I want to kill them. And I'm just like, breathe. like breathe, sis. Like that is unhealthy. That is mental illness. That's mental illness. That is so damaging. Anyway. Yeah, Jazz. Generational curses. And I'm glad that that's not one of my curses, to just be angry at men. That's, to me, that's insanity. Our own men, I mean, those are our fathers. Those are our sons. I don't have a son, but if I did have a son one of these days, I don't know. But I'm saying they are of us. That's why I always say all the time, and people be getting mad when I say this, but I don't give a fuck. Like, you bash these boys all the time, but like, we have to look and say, who raised them? We do. In the broken homes we created. It's fucked up. Because some white person told us that we was better off without them. And we've gotten to the point where we believe that bullshit. Not we. Not me. But I'm saying. Sisters got to stop subbing to those kinds of channels or continuing to watch those kind of videos when they pop up. Unplugging for the socket, unplug into the socket that ain't draining you. Yeah. Because I was like, girl, like she wrote me, I was just like, damn. She probably be in the back here watching, child, not typing. But I'm just saying, damn. It's crazy. It's crazy. So if that's all you intake, you believe that shit. Just like if all you watch, is rap videos where she's a bitch, she's a hoe, just look at our old rap videos in comparisons to like now. Our parents used to be bugging out over them, but look at them shits and compare to how it's portrayed now. It's disgusting. It's disturbing as fuck. It's artificial. We out here, us as Black women, looking like fucking Kardashians. Do you remember when it was a fucking joke that Kim, when Kim came out, this is back in the day, looking like, attempting to look like and act like a Black woman. And now everybody getting their bodies done. They 20 something getting their face, they 19, 20 getting their whole face done. I saw this girl, strolling and shit. She posted a picture of her at like 16. And she was like, she did 20, Black girl, light-skinned Black girl. And she did a $20,000 in surgery. She looked like, now she looks like a white woman who tans. And was like, how did I grow into it? And my first thought was like, we'll never know what you would have grown into. We will never know what you would have grown into because you've turned yourself into a copy of a white woman that trying to look like a Black woman. Do you understand how crazy that is? You understand? We copy white women. We trying to look like white women who are trying to look like Black women. Thank you, Jill. If you can cook on I still love my Black brothers, but it's sad that we tear each other. And again, not all of us are tearing each other down. That's my point. Not all of us are tearing each other down. It's just the negative people who are like that scream the loudest. People who are like that scream the loudest and damage each other. The white people know what they are doing. This tearing the Black people apart to prevent unity. Yeah. Yeah. Child, a chicken on Clubhouse was like, I thought you said a chicken. Sorry. A chick on Clubhouse was like, yeah, I'm not married to my baby daddy, but a baby is a commitment. I'm like, so are you on government aid? Does he live in your house? No. Then where's the commitment? That's what I'm saying. Like, I could never. But again, I was raised different. I was raised by my grandmama, who's old as shit, and I spent a lot of time with her, and I am very much like her. I am probably more like her than my mother. My mother is like that too. Very old school in thought. And I can't deal, and I recognize the fact that I just can't deal with certain types of men for that same reason, because I guess what is considered normal or dysfunctional, in my opinion, I can't. I can't. I can't. I have no wish to be the man of my household. I have no wish to be in a situation where I have to belittle a man. I don't. My punani could not get wet if I have to. If I get to the point where I'm belittling or screaming or like I don't even live like that. I don't want to live like that. Like, ew. Where I have to put on a male role in any way. But it's a difference in the generations. It's a difference in the generations. And like I said, we think we make so much advances, but I don't know if they're really as advanced as we think they are, or if it's just a setup to break up our Black homes even more. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night at work, DW. Be safe. No, I didn't put it on the website because I'm damn near sold out. I told you, Gordon, how to get it. Just send me. I have pictures. Well, no, just send it directly to me, and I'm mailing out the scarves tomorrow. Well, the second batch of scarves tomorrow. So if you want to get it in this batch, do it before I mail it out, or you can wait till next week. I mail them out on Fridays. I've come to that decision. I love the Women of Brewster Place when I was young. Yes, she was in that too. I love that movie. I did. I love it. Our melanin is worth more than gold. Remember that. Yes, remember that. It is. And our families, when we build them, it's fucking beautiful. They hate us for it. They hate you when you do it. When you're able to have man, woman, children, and stability. Because they want us suffering. They want us to be the stereotypes that they think we are. And I don't want to play into that role. I've never wanted to play into whatever role you want me to be. Fuck you. She said my mom doesn't claim her white side because it comes from slavery. Yeah, it's a lot of, that's what there's a lot of back then. That's why you couldn't tell nobody back then, like, up probably until like the 21st century, really, the last 20 years. They didn't play that. I didn't really know too much people that was walking around talking about I'm biracial. Nah, they didn't play them games. They was like, they be mad as shit if you called them mix or some shit. Then she thought asking if Cicely Tyson did the cat. Girl, I didn't even, I should have read that before I clicked on it. I saw what she said and I went right over it. I'm mad I just clicked on your comment. I didn't want to even put that up here. Jamie, some ghetto bullshit you don't even want to know. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Yeah, like why are they betting on you doing a busted challenge? And you know what's so crazy? They really don't even comprehend how fucking do they not? That's the thing. Do they not comprehend how disrespectful that is to even say that shit to me or to you? Or have they said to Oh shit. I tried to close a tab and I straight up closed the whole tab. That was such an accident, but I was able to open it back up so fast. I was like, oh, in the middle of clicking on it. I said, wait. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, man. My favorite old school songs is Conversational, Chase Me. Okay. Hey, Stephanie. You're, right, because a black male who holds myself at high standards and the people around me as well. Soy is very unhealthy. I don't eat it. I really don't. I'd be like, I don't eat that shit. I'm trying to cut negative. Like, I know I ain't supposed to be drinking this soda, child, but I really been drinking a lot of water and coffee lately. I had to go buy me some soda. You know, sometimes you need you feel like you need some carbonation. That's how I was feeling. But I know it's just the soda withdrawal, but you know. She said, waiting for the day we get tired of the okie doke, child. Okay, Gwen. Miss Joseph says she died. I'm so late. Yeah, she died like earlier today. She said, that's why I don't watch any of those reality shows. I don't know any of them people. There's a lot of stuff that I don't watch or that I used to watch that I don't watch no more because I did not like the premise. You know, it was just like, I don't watch this ghetto shit. Like, I don't watch this. I don't want to watch these betrayals because it's bullshit. Fox says, it bothers me because they bash the men and the young boys, but they need to be bashed. But what needs to be bashed is toxic women who led her son to the darkness. Okay. No one's needs to be bashed. Okay. There's fucked up black men and fucked up black women out here. Okay. Let's just be very clear on that. She said your subconscious mind records everything. The moment anyone tries to demean or degrade you, you have to remind yourself how great you are. Nobody would bother to beat you down if you weren't a threat. There you go. No one would bother to fuck up our education systems in inner communities if we weren't naturally so brilliant. Nobody would bother worrying about, tearing our families apart and creating situations like that if us being together wasn't a great thing. Nobody would bother trying to tell black people as a whole that your vote doesn't count, all that dumb shit that people say. Nobody would bother doing all of that if it wasn't the truth. If it wasn't, something that they just wanted you to stop doing. It's like it's the biggest spoony G of them all. She said, I love when she was like the matching of it all. She said, everybody want to be a black woman. Now black women want to be every other race. The white woman want black butts so bad. Remember back when they didn't? Remember back when they used to make fun of any white woman who had who wasn't a complete flat back there? That wasn't that long ago. I was an adult. That was Sex in the City age. I was a whole adult. I remember when I was interning back in the day. I remember I was interning and this girl was like, she was a white girl. It was other white girls there, all bony, thin. And she just had a little shape. She didn't even have no real, she was just a little chunky little white girl. Not even chunky, just a little, what probably my size that I am now. I tell you, back then I was like a size 2, right? Not on purpose. And they were just horrible to that girl, like to the point where she would be crying because she had a little booty. She had lo mein on her bones. Trying to look like a distorted yes. Who did I see today? And they had a picture of themselves, and I was like, you look so nasty. Just like their shape. I was like, who? No one hips actually looks like that in real life. She says some women don't know who they want to be. They want to be a transsexual. They want to be a white woman. They want to look like a puppy. Like hell, Lil Kim got them wanting to be Asian looking now. Child, I don't know. Yeah. You're right. It's kind of like the reverse tranny look. You trying to look like the men who are trying to look like you. You trying to look like the white women who are trying to look like you. It's insanity. It's thoroughly insane. I tell my 16-year-old son, stop listening, playing with that music, stop playing it in the car. It makes me mad, angry. She said a distorted aunt. I do not comment. Committed to you, nor the child. He ain't providing. The state is providing. He ain't in the house helping and raising the baby, nor getting the baby on the weekend. The child, uncommitted. Who told her that was commitment? Who told these people? Again, I always say to just have, who raised you? Like, who told, like, where was your dad? Like, where was your fucking dad? I just had a whole conversation with my dad in the car. I was gonna be a little late. He called me downstairs, like a whole, I ain't even gonna tell y'all what, I was just like, what happened? And he called me down, to talk about some shit. And he started talking about Social Security and shit. And I'm just like, what? I'm just like, and I'm sitting there, but I'm like, I don't want to say what I was going to say. Yes, like, subscribe, and share. She said, my daughter and I love the women of Brewster Place. I always tell my daughter she better live right and hang with the right people because you're not putting my house up if she end up in jail. Oh, shit. Yes, Jovi, that's precisely why they burnt down Black Wall Street, because we were doing it. Because, like, everybody know, and I say this all the time, it's statistical. Two people together just do better. Two people even if it's just one income, two people together do better. They live longer. They just do better. They save more money. They just, you would think, oh, she don't work. They just do better. That's why they don't want you to do the shit. Because they want us to be in a perpetual struggle forever. They want us to be the stereotype that they created in their mind about us, to think the way they want to think about us. No. That's why I refuse. That's why I tell people all the time, like, I refuse. I refuse to be a ghetto chick. I refuse to date these low men, these low Black men. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not going to be your mom's. I'm not going to pay half the rent. I'm not doing none of it. When my daddy was gone undersea or done overseas, I was so happy because the instant my mother taking me from the instances of my mother taking me from my grand stopped, I became the child of my grand and my daddy. Oh, no worries, y'all. At first, I just timed old girl out. But I was like, you know what? Saying some shit like that, you just got to subscribe. Subscription revoked. I was, child. I don't know what the fuck I did. I do know what I did. I closed the tab. That's what I did by accident. I was trying to close the other tab. Soy is real bad for boys, and our boys shouldn't be eating chicken. Even if they don't have hormones, they still have too much natural estrogen. White women want booties back because they want to attract black men. White men still ain't looking for booty that much. They are still blonde hair and titty men. She said when Janet Jackson was little in ballet, she was made fun of because of the size of her butt. Yeah. So Mahogany says she don't watch them shows either. Kitty said, not to be off topic, but today I was watching SWV and Taj reminds me of you. You have similar features and beautiful dark, what did I say? And beautiful dark skin. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was the only black girl the first year and went to my private school. In the second year, another black girl came. It was just two of us. Lanisha said, very true. Even the makeup is a drag queen look. All the contouring. It's like you're not happy with, if you, like we spoke about earlier, if you can't love yourself, like for real, like who else is gonna love you? That's why we living in this world. Everybody's trying to change who they are, even a lot of the times before they even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Imagine my ass getting surgery at 21. I was a fucking stick. Look at me now. Like, you grow into shit. You know what I want to look? I've said this for a couple years. I want to know what I'm waiting for Kylie Jenner to turn 35. 30. I'll give it 30 to see what that look like, because it's already looking horrendous. Hey, Black Warrior Spirit, how are you? Hey, Jazz. Jazz said they breaking up the internet. And we're already at 1:16. And y'all know I got to walk my dog. So we out of here. I'm tired anyway. So we going to be out of here. Yeah, I think I'm done. Rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. The long and prosperous life. And we can only hope to live a life so long and so fucking fulfilling. Okay? I love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow at noon for the Jovi Beauty show. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah. So, okay. So I see y'all tomorrow at noon for the Jovi Beauty show. Love you guys. Yeah. And I'm done. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.